Round 8 of the Virtue Mini Challenge Trophy here at Thruxton. Luca Marinoni Osborne on pole. Partial reverse this, by the way. Ashley Gregory is alongside. Then Alex Keynes, the new championship leader, with Alfie Garford, the rookie championship leader, next to him. Jensen Mason is next up from Gabe Fairbrother, who won yesterday's race. Ronnie Smith next from Leo Purchase and Josh Wilby. Then it's Cameron Wood, Paul Manning and Simon Sweetland. Those two kind of an unofficial directors' Cup battle going on. James Sherrington on row 7 with Charlie Barr. Then it's Henry Foot, our camera car, and Kieran Roberts, a newcomer. Welcome, Kieran, to the championship row 8. Monroe Renard and Louis Fleet on row 9. Then the drivers that non-finished yesterday: Harry Smith, Olivier Algieri, Craig Morgan, or CJ Morgan as we should call him, Murray Richardson on row 11, and Reese Hurd, another quick driver, having to start off the back of the grid for round 8. So we look down towards the back of the field. There is Reese Hurd in blue, we're used to seeing up the sharp end, and he's a driver very well capable of coming through the field in his Westbourne prepared car. Saw James Colburn just helping his drivers out in the holding area before the race. Of course, he'll be known by the fans of Clio Cup that we had back with us back in the day. But we're getting ready to race minis here at Thruxton, and it's a good start. So it's Luca Marinoni Osborne in lead position. Alex Keynes is in third place. Ashley Gregory trying to go around the outside. Gregory in the blue car, and it's Gregory trying to get that 22 car into second place. But Alex Keynes in green is looking to go around the outside. They're side by side at the moment for second place. In fact, it's side by side for the race lead. Marinoni Osborne on the inside is the right place to go as they go into Campbell, now into Cop Corner, the second part of the three-corner complex, and it's Keynes now, the championship leader, up into P2.
Absolutely brilliant stuff by all of them getting through there. The great thing is you can keep it completely flat, as we see one of the cars is their left rear picking up on the grass. But brilliant start that, wasn't it? Great to see. And look at Keynes there in second place, really pushing hard, and a gaggle of them having it large.
Alex Keynes down the inside is the third different championship leader in as many rounds. It's that competitive, this championship. This driver, who is very much lad and dad, runs with Graves Motorsport, but it's very much a car that he built with his dad, and we'll get the full story if we get a chance to during the race. And he has got the lead. It was a super race yesterday, which Gabe Fairbrother won, but Alex was consistent and got up into the top points. Let's see who that was as we go on board with Henry.
Someone's lost it over Church. That was a big one for
Simon Sweetland.
Yeah. Oh, he's just dropped. Fair play, he's got away with that. But look at this, we're going to see a lot of this. 3 and 4 abreast coming into the chicane. Great to see those tyre stacks have gone now, so the drivers have to self-educate themselves, if that makes sense, and make sure they don't actually use the track limits.
Yeah, they do. Simon Sweetland, by the way, the driver, had his best result yesterday, 12th position. So well done, Simon. Newcomer this year, the Max Tune boss, going to run his own team next year. But it's Alex Keynes out front, Ashley Gregory in P2, unencumbered by onboards. Remember, she had the onboard and goes for the lead. Dives down the inside, does Ashley Gregory. Is it too much momentum, though, Paul?
No, it's not. That's his goal. Keynes is coming round the outside. Brilliant racing. What's Gregory going to do now? She lifts and goes in behind him, but she's got to be careful. She's going to get attacked now from the drivers behind her, but she's in the tow, and brilliant stuff. We're going to see a lot of action. Henry Foot on board. Do we see what happened to... Well, who was it that actually went wide? Oh, it's Sweetland there. So he so he's just coming back from going wide, not too wide, but going off on the curb on the exit, and maybe just didn't know that Henry was there. But look, side by side, Gregory this time has got the lead. That is a brilliant tow, and look, she's going to bring your man through as well.
Yeah, Ronnie Smith on his way through as well. So Ashley Gregory leads. She had the onboard at Brands Hatch, and now Alex Keynes could well get hung out to dry. We say that so many times in this type of formula. This car is an old car, but there's still plenty of racing life in it. Look at that, 3 wide as they come up towards the new viewing point here. I don't know if that's been discussed on the programme. Thruxton, BARC doing great work, and there's great work going on here as Jensen Mason dives up the inside in 185. Mason's got the lead.
Mason's got the lead, and look at that. That is an absolutely brilliant move. And Henry Foot now, look at it, it's like Skittles. He's picked up about 7,005 places. Brilliant stuff. And look at this, he's still got 2 to go. He's going to be in the lead, isn't he?
Charlie Barr up in front of him, the ex-Focus Cup, Ford Focus Cup driver, enjoying his debut away from that. Well, not debut today, but first season in it, as Jensen Mason leads this one from Ashley Gregory. So Jensen in the Vera Alliance Academy car, running well, back on board with Henry That was Alfie Garford, the rookie championship leader, and Reese Hurd from the back has come through as well. So he's making up places and then losing them, and that is very much the story of what we had in yesterday's racing.
Oh my word, this is absolute craziness, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant, and this is great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. Ashley Gregory, she loves a stock car race, and this is like a stock car race for her. This will be brilliant for her. Look at Mason though, he really is pushing the envelope, and look behind, they're all rocking and rolling on the suspension. Gregory, she just needs to get back in that toe. There's no brakes, is there, for Church? Look at that, and that left rear of the leader, Mason, just nearly caught the grass. And again, Mason's dad, David Mason, top pedaler.
Used to race against him, but that was in MGs, not the proper super stocks that David used to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, both our top two actually with oval routes in the family. Jensen did mini stocks as well as Ashley Gregory, and it is equally good route. They very nearly had a stock car track here at Thruxton on this bit of tarmac years ago, believe it or not, in that place, but I won't bore you with the detail about that. It didn't happen, unfortunately, as we go back on board with Henry Foote. Now, Monroe Renard in front of him. He's just signed up for the Mini Esports Championship, which is great because we've got, you know, if you've got a rig at home, you could be racing against some of these guys in esports and girls, as well as Ashley Gregory continues to lead. Gabe Fairbrother, though, yesterday's winner, is ahead of the championship leader, Alex Keynes. So there's a very key battle going on third and fourth there, the white and blue car, plus the green car as well, which is in the mix as well. So those two championship points, but still early doors, being the third meeting of the season. We will revisit the Coopers later on in the year at Donington Park, so that's not their finale, but we'll get more of a handle as Jensen gets very good. You're not allowed to bump draft in these, by the way.
All right, whatever, mate. I'll tell you what, to be fair, he wasn't touching them.
No.
To be fair, he wasn't. But watch this through here. This is a proper scary corner, Goodwood. People say, oh, you know, is Church the scariest corner? The one before where you are now, Goodwood, is so scary because you cannot see the exit, you cannot see the white line, and you can just exhale as you come over the little crest and go, we got away with that one, boys.
James Sherrington had a tap at that corner in race one yesterday and ended up losing a few positions, but came back with it. But it's Jensen Mason, the race leader now, and under pressure. Here we go from the second place car. Let's see whether Fairbrother can get up and pass Mason at the moment. But Mason started yesterday's race right from the very back of the grid, carrying a penalty from the previous round. It's Alfie Garford, who I expected to be a lot further up. Jensen Mason's teammate, rookie championship leader, as we've already mentioned. I'm surprised to see him that far back, Alfie. Didn't test here, Alfie Garford, because he had English and I can't remember what the other exam was, geography on Friday, so didn't test.
What's an exam?
Something I didn't pass very much of, to be perfectly honest with you.
Me neither.
And Henry Foote, our onboard's got his physics A level tomorrow. There's loads of studying going on with these youngsters, and a lot of them working very, very hard. Henry was actually in his motorhome studying this morning when I went round to have a chat.
It's crazy that, isn't it, when you think about it? But fair play. I mean, I was only joking. I did actually study really hard, but just come out with brilliant results, and that's why I'm sat here with you, mate, looking at 20-year-old minis.
So here we go, Jensen Mason, the race leader. Gabe Fairbrother, yesterday's winner, who's come through from 6 on the grid. So the top 6 were reversed for the start in this one. And Mason, who came through from the back of the grid, as we said in the previous race, to get himself up into a position to enjoy the reverse grid race. But plenty of great racing going on right the way down the order at the moment. And Paul's doing a quick scan down the...
Yeah, just seeing. Mario Osborne is having a nightmare now. He was leading this race. He's down to like 8th now. Yeah,
he had a good race yesterday, did Luca. He didn't qualify too well. James Colburn was, about to go away after qualifying and find out what the issues were with Luca Marinoni Osborne, but he did really well and got up into that top group to get the reverse grid pole, but not faring too well. He's 7th, so about the same place. Leo Purchase in orange now, in blue he's there as well, so Leo working his way through in the 171 car.
Yeah, this is I'm really liking the fact that they are judging these track limits themselves, because the carnage we've had with the tyre stacks at the chicane, and I get why they put them there, but great now that they can get rid of them and just say to the drivers, just please do your best and just play the game. So brilliant stuff to see. But any one of these top 5 could win this race, and any one of these next 7,000 could win as well.
That's the thing, you look at this, and indeed F4 that we're going to see later on, so many drivers capable of winning, and it's a full credit to the drivers themselves, their coaches, the teams that are bringing them on and doing so well. But Mason here, we've seen him fight his way through, which is one of the things you want to see, but also seeing him being put under pressure. Ashley Gregory couldn't get past him, and now Gabe Fairbrother, yesterday's winner, ex-Carter Gabe Fairbrother, who was there with his team this morning and signing loads of autographs. And these guys treat this like very much like a, you know, the touring car apprenticeship. It is. They meet the fans, they sign, give out the posters and hero cards. And now we're going to see whether they're going to be heroes coming up Woodham Hill, because we've got a great pack of them for the lead, with Jensen Mason, the man under pressure. 5 for the lead. Gabe Fairbrother trying to have a nibble. Can he get through on the inside? There's not a gap. Jensen throws the car into the chicane and still leads it. Fairbrother second. Then it's Alex Keens. Ashley Gregory next up. Josh Wilby. Haven't said a lot about Josh. He is next up.
Yeah, Josh Wilby there getting fired out, but to be fair, he was sideways into the chicane. He went into the side of Ashley Gregory and ended up just getting a little bit of a tip out there. But look at this from Henry Foote. He's got good drive, and he's going to go up a place here, and that is going to be spot on for him. Richardson giving him enough room, and it'll be flat. Let's see. His ABS is definitely working. That orange light in the middle of the dashboard. Oh, what's that hand for? He's a bit like, oh, what am I doing? I don't know if he's had a little tap or something there, but that little orange light, I think, is where you turn what's called the DSC off, the destabilisation program, so the car can actually go sideways and you can use the power and things like that instead of the electronics kicking in. So that's what we reckon.
The white and blue car is Paul Manning, so Paul Manning getting stuck in, one of the older drivers in the race, and next to him is James Sherrington, little side by side there. James' dad Patrick used to race in Sports 2000, we remember. Oh,
please slow down.
Slowly, yeah. Big runoff, thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah. I always hold my breath there, because it is Thruxton circuits do the best job ever at keeping this track as level as they can, because if you go off at over 100 mile an hour and hit bumps, you roll. So I'm glad to see he's okay. But look at this now, top 3 are absolutely lit. Where are they going to go? What's Keens thinking? Can he get round the outside? It's so difficult to do that, to get from 3rd place. But I'm so impressed with Mason. You never hang on to the lead for more than a lap.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, as the others did in yesterday's races. Over the grass. We're seeing all the facets of mini racing in this one. Some wild moments, some brute determination, and some great racecraft going on up at the top end. And this is exactly what it's all about. There's action all the way through the field. You'd need so many cameras, wouldn't you, and insets to cover the whole thing.
Yeah, you couldn't do a documentary on this for a company, could you? It would take forever to download all the footage. But good stuff from Reese Hurd, gets the job done.
Yeah, on Harry Smith, I think that was, and he's now up into 9th place from last on the grid, Reese Hurd.
I tell you what, that was a scary off that.
Yeah. Thankfully all okay. Here's the battle now for, well, at the moment this is for 2nd, isn't it? Because we've got Alex Keens. His dad Adam was telling me the story this morning about the car was actually one of those, it was a pub purchase. Had a few pints in a pub, and I think we'll buy a car. We'll buy a car and they built it themselves.
That's proper good effort, that. It just sounds like that's just a motorsport story, that, isn't it? It all starts down the pub. I bet I could drive that. Maybe not with that such a deep voice, but anyway.
But that's the story of the green and yellow car, and I'd mentioned before, if you look at the logo, Alex's logo, which is on the side of the car, because at the moment he's courting some people to get involved and market with them, as Gabe Fairbrother nibbles for the lead, and he's having a go at Jensen Mason. You can see the little logo, that's actually the name, Alex, which has got A13X, and he did that when he was in year 6, and he's carried that forward to date, which is a lovely story.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times actually. So black and white flags for 78 and 46. That's Roberts in the 78, and 46 is Manning, and that's just track limit. So they're just getting a call and saying, listen, through the chicane, you're taking the mickey a bit now, so just calm it down. Another one of those, and they'll be getting a penalty. Kieran
Roberts did pick up a penalty yesterday. It was his first meeting, it's his first senior meeting. He ran in the BARC's Junior Saloon Car Championship. This is his first one. He's in Matt Hammond's car, his Uncle Matt's car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is good, so welcome to him. He's learning a great deal this weekend.
Dear. That was it.
Smith and Smith.
That was actually quite a good move until it was just run out of room a bit. Oh, that's close. Look at the bonnet.
The bonnet's going, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the bonnet's going on that 96. There's a lot of damage on those cars, isn't there?
There is, yeah. So Ronnie's obviously had a tap somewhere along the line. Ronnie running with race car consultants, David Elsley's team. David up on Fiesta duty, I think, this weekend on the Isle of Anglesey.
Yeah, he's not so good that one. Back on board with Henry Foote. So we're flat out here. This is, look, you can actually see what speed they're doing, which is quite nice, isn't it? They're doing 113 miles an hour, I reckon. So 5th gear, and it'll just be a lift. Let's have a listen. No, it's not. It's absolutely flat out, and you can see now. Look at the toe. That's how much the toe is. So the air has taken off the back of Richardson's car, and you pull out, and you hope you've got enough momentum. He's pulled out as late. Do you know what that is? His hand going in the air is going, my engine is just not strong enough. Why am I not getting a tow? Why is the car not actually pulling alongside him? I reckon if you spoke to Henry Foote, he would tell you that that engine is not powerful enough in his car. It should carry on and overlap.
Yeah, that's a good shout, isn't it? As we go back to our race lead, see whether Henry can make any progress. But now we've got Ashley Gregory back with the top 3.
Oh my word! They've got to give him a
meatball.
Yeah, they've got to give him a meatball, and we don't mean obviously a meal. We mean
the meatball,
the
meatball flag, which is mechanical warning or mechanical failure. So we'll have to come into the pits and sort that out.
The damage on that one of those cars, then it had like just strips of plastic hanging off it, you know, like the earthing strips you used to have on an old MG Maestro. Oh my word, they've both got it now. They all look
it's like a curly lip, isn't it? You know,
I was just about to say, yeah. It needs a
Here we come then. So
oh my word.
Ronnie Smith getting stuck in on contact as well, but research coming through.
No, bonnets up. That's why we were worried, because now he's got a little gap he can see. Look at that. It's like Marilyn Monroe.
In what way?
No comment.
Back to the race leaders. So Jensen Mason still out front. Kate Fairbrother is in second, still under pressure from Alex Keens. Now Ashley Gregory is trying everything she can do in the blue 22 car to try and close down as our man there tries to limp back in towards the pits, and it will...
Oh no, come on.
Harry Smith, come on.
Harry! That's exactly what my hair looks like when it's a bit windy at Thruxton.
Oh, you're lucky you got some, mate. The meatball flag is going to be shown, so as if he didn't know what he's for. Jensen Mason still leading, though, and he's got a bit of a gap. Alex Keens is closing up. Gabe Fairbrother, who played yesterday's race to perfection in the wet. They were basically went out in the dry, it started to rain. They all did a magnificent job yesterday, did the mini runners, and we've got 2 big championship protagonists here running 2nd and 3rd at the moment. Jensen is 2, he's quick.
I cannot tell you how impressed I am with Mason, because you just never, you see how many overtakes we've seen already?
Yeah.
You never usually get this. These 3 minutes are going to go so long for him, because look now, Fairbrother is into him. Fairbrother has to attack. Fairbrother is into the back of him.
Yeah.
Mason sideways. This is where we're going to see some action. I reckon we're going to go 3 abreast here. Keens will want a bit of this.
Jensen Mason, double race winner on his way up into this formula from the BRSCC's Junior Fiesta Championship. So he knows how to win races, and he knows how to defend as well. And he's got Gabe Fairbrother, who's got a little bit more experience of the minis behind him. And he'll be hoping, will Jensen, is he going to back him up and back him up into Alex Keens, the championship leader, and also Ashley Gregory? Because if they all get taken up with other things going on, that could help Jensen, who's out front at the moment. Fastest lap in the race from the back of the grid, Olivier Algieri, the Merrill Motorsport driver, is up into 6th place.
Yeah, that's a good effort, that, real good effort. So a lot going on. Black and orange flag for number 10. Oh, sorry, no, black and orange flag for number 96. Who I think is...
That's the other Smith, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ronnie.
So, yeah, there's a lot going on. Oh, and a black flag for number 10. That's because of his bonnet. Yeah. So they were the 2 cars with the bonnets problems.
They will.
Yeah.
So that will be sorted out for safety's sake. And remember, the clerks of the course always considering the driver's safety. And even more so now, this championship predominantly a teenage championship. It's not to say you can't come in and race. We'd love more seniors to come in and race in this championship if you're looking and wanting to get involved on a championship that races BTCC events 3 times a year. The rest of the season, of course, on the wonderful stewardship of the BARC. Alex Keens is having a go at Gabe Fairbrother here. Where's his best chance?
Well, can I just tell you something?
Yep.
Keens could have overtook him easy then, but he doesn't want to. He's trying to push Fairbrother. He's trying to push Fairbrother into the back. Not literally, well, maybe. But look now, They don't want to lead. They don't want to lead. One of them might shock the other now, but look at this. They can overtake when they want, but they don't want to lead yet. This is interesting. Sideways.
Mason! Look at that car control from Jensen Mason. Yeah, this is the Caterham shuffle, I think they call it. They don't want to be lead. He's got away now.
How's he got away? Oh, and Keens is going to go up to second. Keens has had enough of Fairbrother now, so Keens is going, I'm dropping the hammer. He's got to get the hammer down, and he's got to try and battle, because he's going to get away. He's going to get away. Mason, unbelievable. So sideways, and gained about 3 seconds. That was unreal.
Yeah, incredible stuff from Jensen Mason. Now the battle is on for second again, or third now, because Ashley Gregory's having a Gabe Fairbrother, and this is when you want to play the cards, isn't it? This is what they were looking for. This is, I think, going to be the last lap. So, you know, Caterham-wise, remember that wonderful Caterham race we had at Brands Hatch where nobody wanted to lead going into the last lap? It was a similar situation here. We've got Josh Wilby coming up and having a go as well. So Josh Wilby was fifth. He's now up with that group, but Jensen Mason is away.
Jensen Mason is away. Is he going to win this? Is he going to go across the line and get another lap? I don't know. 35 seconds is quite a short amount of time, but it might be close. But they all know, and they've acted too late. Mason has absolutely nailed this race.
Yeah, he's driven a good one, and we were talking about what he needs to do media-wise, and I said, go and introduce yourself to Steve Ryder and Lou before you win a race, so that it's not your first conversation when you get a win. Did he listen? No. So he's going to have that awkward first conversation in a minute.
Maybe Lou, but maybe not Steve.
Yeah.
He's old school, he'll have a go at you, but I think he's won this. This is done, isn't it? It's last lap's got to be.
It is, yeah, 5 lap. Jensen Mason leads, and look at Josh Wilby, who was fifth for so long. He's now up onto the podium. Great effort by Josh Wilby, and well done to Ashley, who's come through for second place. But Jensen Mason wins for the Vera Alliance Academy. Mason wins, Gregory second, Josh Wilby, fantastic stuff for third place, Alex Keens fourth, Gabe Fairbrother, who was challenging for the lead going on to the last lap, is down in fifth place. Great drive from him, and Olivier Algieri completes our top 6.
Wow, this is about as mini as it gets, isn't it? Cars bouncing all over the place. Great stuff from Henry Foote as well. So, yeah, great stuff from all of our drivers.
Wonderful mini racing. Jensen Mason, you know, he's been involved in a few judicials and things like that. And I know it worries him and it troubles him, but it didn't show in that race. He's driven absolutely superbly, cleanly, quickly, super. And I don't want to take anything away from the others. Ashley Gregory, brilliant second place. Josh Wilby, what timing to come up into third. Here's the onboard. Oh, do we get the...
Just two people bouncing into each other at the chicane. Yeah. Standard day out in Mini Challenge Trophy. Oh, that's good stuff. They enjoyed that, didn't they, the Marshals? And Ashley Gregory, that is a brilliant result. She could have won that, but Jensen Mason, my man, doing that live on TV, you're a star because you did everything right. Well done.
Anybody watching this who races mini stocks currently, and we know there are loads of cars, if you're racing mini stocks, come and have a go at minis when you finish it, because we've got 1-2 for the mini stocks as opposed to the kartists. Josh Wilby, Alex Keens, ex-kartist, Gabe Fairbrother as well. But it's a great route into racing too.
Especially here at Thruxton, when you've got to be fearless. The top 2 have come out and they are fearless.
Round 8 of the Virtue Motors Mini Challenge Trophy, and a maiden win for the Vera Alliance Racing Academy and for Jensen Mason, with Ashley Gregory a great second and Josh Wilby a superb third. Fourth goes to Alex Keens from Gabe Fairbrother, and Olivier Algieri in 6th from Leo Purchase. Reese Hurd in 8th from James Sherrington. Paul Manning completes our top 10. Monroe Renard had a good run through the field to go up into 11th ahead of Alfie Garford. CJ Morgan in 13th from Kieran Roberts. Murray Richardson in 15th. Then it was Henry Foote who gave us some great entertainment through the race. Luca Marini Osborne dropping to 17th from Charlie Barr, and Simon Sweetland. Issue sadly we saw for Harry Smith. He was in 20th place. Then Cameron Wood had some issues as well, as did Ronnie Smith and Louis Fleet. Round 9 of the championship, Gabe Fairbrother on pole position, Olivier Algieri alongside. Then it's Harry Smith and Josh Wilby. Ashley Gregory, who was second earlier on today, is 5th. Reese Hurd is next to her. On the 4th row, James Sherrington and championship leader Alex Keens. Then it's Kieran Roberts and Ronnie Smith. Monroe Renard and Paul Manning are behind them. Leo Purchase and previous race winner Jensen Mason. Henry Foote with the onboard. Alfie Garford next to him. Luca Marinoni Osborne and Cameron Wood on row 9. Grid completed by Louis Fleet, Charlie Barr, Murray Richardson, Simon Sweetland and CJ Morgan. CJ involved in a couple of bits in the previous race, so gets a penalty for this one, but he will have another crack at things in this one as we get to see. It's a great shot, really sort of typifying Thruxton. Great crowd that go around the circuit as far as they can, and there are lots of really good vantage points for you to get in different aspects of the racing as a spectator.
Yeah, they stopped people watching up there a little while ago, but now you can obviously look from Noble going into Goodwood now, which is great, and this is down at Woodham Hill, I think it is, down towards the chicane. It's the new bit they've opened, which I've seen on Instagram on the stories, and I tell you what, I was speaking to a couple of the guys from the circuit who I've known for a long time, and they were telling me, you know, how much money and effort goes into you know, putting these things all together, and it's great because do they need to? Maybe not, but I think it's great that they've made the effort because it's a great spectator circuit now.
It is, and the track's been presented really well, so hats off to everyone at the team. The curb painting that went on at it looks great, doesn't it? It looks just a bit of that.
Looks really
absolutely
good, like
mint, so yeah, you make a good point there, Paul. The Mini's looking good as well, and it'll be interesting to see how all this one pans out. That was CJ Morgan we saw just trying to make his way up towards the back of the field. Henry Foot with on board. Looking forward to his A-level exams, as we said, tomorrow.
Top bottom right corner, you can see the key ring on it. So that's how much of a race car it is. It is a race car, but you turn the key like a road car, and the speedo works, and all the lights work obviously as well on the.
Little shout out to Henry. Actually, I'll do the shout out to Henry's temporary engineer as the race gets underway. Hopefully, we'll see him. We'll do that a little bit later because we're coming up to the race. Gabe Fairbrother and Olivier Algieri on the front row of the grid with Harry Smith and Josh Wilby in positions 3 and 4, getting ready to go. It's lights out, away we go. Gabe Fairbrother gets away well, as we knew he would. Algieri looking to try and get across from second position, but it's Harry Smith who goes up the inside. Harry was in the wars in race number 2, but makes a cracking start there as they go around Allard down towards the complex for the first time. But yeah, good start from Fairbrother. He's looking for the championship lead here, Paul. Yeah, he really is, but Smith's not going to let him get away this easy, is he? Oh, that's Wilby, isn't it, going out there wide? Yeah. And he's coming across the grass, so he'll rejoin. The left rear was just a bit cold, but yeah, they're all getting involved. There's a bit of a change there as well, as Algieri's getting involved as well, but they've got on with it, and Fairbrother leads. Yeah, Wilby, the car that went across the grass, was a point behind Alex Keynes in the green and yellow car as the championship leader. So that lead got cut in the previous race, but it may well open up again now. Mind you, there's hundreds of points in there for a win, 50-odd points for a win, and too early, of course, to start speculating about championships. So we look at the orange and black car of Leo Purchase running with Graves Motorsport. And decent start by everyone, and Fairbrother did what he had to do. There's our camera car, Henry Foot, having a dive around the outside. He's enjoying having the camera, and his engineer Paul Vish rocked up on Friday testing, looking to help out a team. He's a student at Bath University, and race car consultants have taken him on for the weekend, which is great. Fair play to them. And I found out he only lives 2 roads away from me. What a small world. Do you need a car engineering? Tell you what, these lot are on it. Yeah, they are. Ashley Gregory, the Algieri across the curbs. Bit of track limits going on there, but they sort themselves out, and they're not. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. They're going out across there. That's Simon Sweetland, one of our honorary master drivers. There isn't a masters category this year, but both him and Paul Manning, we kind of give that honour to. And he had a great result in race 1 in the wet. Really drove well in the wet. Oh, he just got a little tapped in here. I don't know whether it was across the front of Richardson or Richardson understeered into him, but anyway, it's a racing incident usually first lap, especially through that chicane, but Keynes is looking a bit lively, isn't he? A bit keen, I thought you were going to say there for a minute. Yeah, he's got to defend that championship lead, but it's Harry Smith out front at the moment from Algieri, so let's see what he can do. And he sees the gap. Does Algieri? Has a look down the inside, the driver that I came into the circuit with yesterday, and he's gone through. He's got the lead, but of course the one thing you know about minis is there's plenty of laps left and plenty of place change to be expected, so Harry Smith will come back from that. This is great stuff. We've got Reese Hurd in the second of the dark blue cars chasing Ashley Gregory, and she goes up into P2. Good move, Ashley. Brilliant stuff. She was fully involved before. Look at that, she's gone from P2. Now look at how strong the toe is. When I say the toe, the aero wash off the car in front just creates a big hole, and it just sucks the cars from behind in, and Gregory went from P2 to P4, but they come into the chicane 2 by 2.
and it looks like...
Smith back into P2, and Algieri was telling me yesterday, Olivier was telling me that he doesn't have a sim at home. I mean, how rare is that for a teenager? I think I've only come across 2 in the paddock so far. How we get onto that, I don't know. But I said, have you done any sim? No, I haven't got one. Why would I spend £4 grand on a sim, he said.
I like him.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only person in motorsport with him that hasn't got one either. I ain't got enough room. 2-bed terrace in Widnes.
But he's having a good run anyway, and we know he's quick. So the Merrill Motorsport driver leading as Purchase starts to get a little bit of pressure onto him. Purchase running well. So Algieri, who's fastest on the first flyer? It was Alex Keens, perhaps unsurprisingly the championship leader, but down in 6th position at the moment. He's got to try and close in on Gabe Fairbrother. There's the green car back of this group, the blue and white car of Gabe Fairbrother, who started on pole position, and then just behind him got the green car of Alex Keens. Here's our onboard.
There we go then. So on board Henry Futton, you can see he's really struggling with that. In my opinion, that car, the engine, look, he was catching that car in front, and then it's just dropped away. But he's great in the corners. Look how much speed he takes in, and he'll be trying his hardest to get into the back of that train. This is going to be a change for the lead, but if it is, it's going to be a brave one round the outside. And can Smith get the job done? Because Algieri will not want this. And that's a brilliant bit of late braking there on track limits.
Oh, wait for some fist bumping, track limits.
Yeah, he needs to back off a bit there because he's gained an advantage there, our leader, which is I hate saying that, but if he's got a bit of sense, he might. Well, then again, if he's only gone over it once, then he might get away with it twice and then he'll be done. But let's see, because that was a big bit of curb he took. Gregory down the inside, jobs are good, and she's been doing this all day.
Yeah, very good overtaker. So Gregory in P2. Reese Hurd is up into 3rd place. He's got the fastest lap now. So the 3rd place car, fastest lap on the previous tour. Gabe Fairbrother coming back into it as well, about to try and depose the reigning BARC Junior Saloon Car Champion Harry Smith. And they're side by side, so Fairbrother about to go past him. Still side by side, great racing for them. Alex Keens in behind wants to get involved, and Fairbrother recommences, Paul, the climb back up the field. Remember, he started on pole. He's got 19 minutes to go, and he can, this is the nature of mini racing, pick cars off one by one if he's able to and get back towards that lead slot. Alex Keens wants a bit of it as well. None of these passes with this quality of drivers at the top end of the championship, none of them are going to be easy.
No, exactly that, and it's going to be around the outside usually. So Henry's start, not a lot of power, but he got decent traction. Gets up to the first corner. He's going to have to lift because everyone will check up probably. Does he? Is he flat? Yeah, he was flat. No, this is the lead group.
Oh, Ashley Gregory's off. Reese Hurd's coming through. And again, Algieri, that was an avoidance there from Algieri, you have to say, on that second time. But I think most of them have managed to come through, haven't they? Maybe, apart from Ashley Gregory, who's out. Yeah, there is Ashley. That's a big shame for Ashley.
Oh, she's been right up the pointy end all day. What's gone on there then? So was she down the inside? A little bit of grass on the left. Oh, yeah, I think she's had a right front wheel on the grass. And that's the next replay, which is Algieri. Oh, so yeah, that's a bit late, isn't it? But it looks like there was a bit of a barging match. Maybe she got squeezed, maybe she ran on the grass, and then after that, as soon as she hit the brakes, she just wasn't slowing down, was she? And she was into the side of, was it Hurd?
It was, yeah. And Hurd, good catch from him, wasn't it?
It was a good catch, yeah. He was big.
He's still in P2 as well, as a result.
Proper effort.
Here's Henry.
So back on board with Henry, and yeah, look, watch this through here. It's completely flat. You can hear the engine roaring through. It's a really difficult set of corners, this, in a really fast car. These cars moving around. You can see his steering as he comes through Church. It just is, in these cars, so bouncy. Well, back to the lead group, and look at this now. His lead has disappeared now, hasn't it, Algieri?
Yeah, it has. So it's all fair now, and it'll be harsh if he does get a penalty. If he continually does it, you can probably understand it. But for right now,
I think he knew that, mate, to be fair.
Yeah. And it is a train of them up front. Great mini style here. JCW's, of course, back with us at Alton Park in a few weeks' time. We're looking forward to that. But Algieri holds the lead still. It's Hurd in second. Fairbrother now up into third. Keens fourth. Harry Smith still there in fifth position, with Ronnie Smith and James Sherrington up into 7th. Leo Purchase is in 8th, and then Alfie Garford in 9th. Might as well go for the top 10 while we're at it. And it's the 78 car next up, which is Kieran Roberts, the newcomer.
This is a bit spicy, this is now. This is the two Smiths. They were doing this in the first race of the minis today, weren't they? They were into each other. Oh, that grasp will help your left rear. He's going to lose 2 places.
Yeah, Harry Smith was the wide runner there. So now James Sherrington comes through. So great stuff from James Sherrington. Read that well. Pops up the inside. Algieri still out front though. Keen's on his own at the moment. No man's land in 4th position. And then Fairbrother coming under the attention of James Sherrington now. James was very much out of luck yesterday, got tagged and dropped down the order. What was really nice earlier today was James got also tagged by Jensen Mason last time we saw these cars at Brands Hatch under a safety car, because call it either way you want, there was a little bit of contact, and but James and Jensen, still great mates, they were walking in the paddock together, and there might be aggression on track sometimes, or little bits are coming together, but they're great mates walking around the paddock together and chatting, which was great to see. Well,
comes back to the racing with respect, doesn't it, at the end of the day, you know. It's Keen's into the side there, but he come out of it. It's so busy. The only big passing place is where we're coming up to now after the first corner Allard, and also the complex and the chicane, so really difficult. So it's all on the brakes, and you have to be really, really clever how you do it. The top 3 have pulled right away now.
Yeah, they are, so they could almost fight out with themselves. Fairbrother, who started on pole, is not in a bad position at all at being in P3 at the moment. Ronnie Smith is 4th, and this is the battle for 4th place that we're looking at here. Smith in the white and blue car, then it's Harry Smith in the number 10. Alex Keen's now looking as if he's going to have a go. He's going to come offline here, look down the inside. James Sherrington might want to go with him as well. Let's see what Keen's can do. It's all about defending the championship lead for Keen's. Josh Wilby was 2nd in the championship. He's down in 15th. And Gabe Fairbrother was, let me see, about 20 points down.
Wow. It's getting these two boys are just at each other all the way through. Keen's is now trying to split them up and squabbling. And Sherrington's getting involved as well.
Yeah, they want to try and catch that lead grips away and down the road. Now, I don't think, Paul, there's enough time for them to catch these lead 3, because I don't think they're going to lose that much momentum if they squabble. But look at Reese Hurd. This is intense from the chasing car. The number 59 car having a look. He's going to go. Has a look at the outside. No, he's just letting Algieri know that he is there. Gabe Fairbrother still there in 3rd position. Again, Gabe a very fast and persistent runner. Here comes the massive squabble for 4th. Job to know where to look. And behind that, another big gaggle of cars going through, headed by Jensen Mason. That's for 11th place.
Oh no, look at this. Goodness me.
Are we doomed?
Not on a Sunday. No, they're better than that. They know the score. That is some squabble, that. But this for the lead. I am sure I've seen flash up on our timing screens in the comms box that 2 of the 3 that you're looking at on your screen have got 1 more warning left in them for track limits.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen that. Definitely, they're now starting to really push on.
Not sure if that's the kind of one that goes over on the radio as well. They'll see perhaps pit signals and stuff like that, but they have the Raceiver radio as well, so they're in communication with the clerk.
Yeah, from what I know, and using the same Raceiver in different championships, I'm sure you hear the number, and they'll tell you what car has been given the track limit. So as the driver of that car, you're obviously slide down your seat and say, oh, it wasn't me. But the other drivers, if they know your number, they know. Well, if you're behind, look at Keen's, he's like attached to the back of his car there, and that is a good effort, that. But doesn't do it in the corners because that's too dangerous.
No, he doesn't. This is great racing thus far from the minis here at Thruxton. The race leaders, look at the gap that these 3 have pulled out. And Hurd must be wondering what he could do at the moment, because Algieri has been so far pitch perfect on placing the car where he needs to, keeping it going. And he'll be hoping that Fairbrother in 3rd place starts to challenge the blue car for P2. Meanwhile, back in 4th place, it is still Ronnie Smith there from Keen's. A side-by-side going on as well. As there's the black and white flag going out for them all. Will they see that? I'm not quite sure whether they will manage to pick that up as they're focusing on each other.
I would love to see what it says on that board. I bet it just says track limits warning, mini challenge trophy.
Everybody. Little love tap going on a little bit further back. Not this group, we hasten to say, as Ronnie Smith now being passed by Alex Keens, who lifts the wheel. Is he going to be out? He's on the wrong side for the last part of the complex here, so Ronnie Smith will hang on to position. Alex is going to try. No, he's not going to hang it around the outside. He's going to go back into line. This is for 4th place, and those two have broken away a little bit now from the gaggle, which is good for them. Alfie Garford is the car, I think, who maybe had a little visit into the back of the car in front. He's the next one, the Vera Tools, the black and turquoise livery. You can just see out of shot. So Alfie Garford having a decent race, making good progress. He's got up ahead of James Sherrington.
That's Sherrington again, isn't it? Oh, it's the last thing you need. That sat there in the driver's seat. He's actually gone round someone. Sherrington's gone round someone after being left rears on the grass. That's commitment. This is getting tasty now, because no one wants to make that chest move, do they?
No.
I tell you who's in really good pound seats here is your man in 3rd, Fairbrother.
Yeah, he's won yesterday's race. It was actually the first race win of the year for Gabe Fairbrother, which stunned me, but also the first race of the year for Accelerate Motorsport.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I know, yeah. I did a double take when I looked at my stats going through it. Here we go. Now we're hearing someone might be dropping a bit of oil on the track, or it's starting to rain. So that's what's coming in from our director. We'll see whether it can't be rain, can it? Because the rain clouds aren't here.
There's no windscreen wipers on, is there?
No, nothing on at the moment as Alex Keens leads this group. But now, watch Alfie Garford, the rookie championship leader in black, about to have a go. Alex Keens, he does, looks to the outside here. Ronnie Smith might chop down the inside, which converts for the outside for the next corner as well. Garford can't quite deal with Keens at the moment. Now out into the countryside they go here at Thruxton, but Garford for me is the man on the move.
You see Keens then in the green and yellow car. He was saying, follow me, don't come and overtake me. I tell you what, that's more than a love tap. That's what you do not want going into Goodwood, because that is silly quick through there, and he will not be impressed with that, Keens, and I hope he says sorry about that, because that was proper fast.
Yeah, I'm sure Alfie Willie's a good lad. He actually spanners on the Napa team for the JCW, so he'll be at Alton Park but not racing as a spanner man for that team. His teammate Jensen Mason spannering for Ali Bray in the Mazdas, who's just taken the 11th win of the season straight in the Mazdas today, so well done to Ali Bray. So, but he hasn't missed Jensen spannering this weekend, clearly.
Obviously not. Get rid of him. When will it end? Hop and a skip and a jump, and doesn't lose a place. What we love to see, Richie.
How do they do that, Paul? How do they do? There's a spin-off programme. How do they do that?
That was a great effort, that. Wow, across the grass, sideways. Absolutely amazing, that was. Great to see.
Absolutely, yeah, incredible stuff. Algeri's still there. Hurd with the fastest lap, so that, you know, you'd say, yeah, let's see the top three, but look at this great, a little tap on the back of Alfie Garford there. That's karma, isn't it? That come back at him, didn't it?
Yeah, big time. I think he's just telling him, yeah, I know what's going on here. So he was around the outside. Oh, and it just let go, but keeps his foot in. And that was Roberts, wasn't it? That was a proper effort. He kept his foot absolutely pinned as he got here. Look! Oh my word!
Shot.
That looks like me jumping away from the bar when they asked me for the money. Oh no!
We think there is oil down now, but Kieran Roberts, this is his first meeting. The guy who did the bounce there, and mentioned Matt Hammond's nephew, ex-junior saloon. So many great ex-BARC junior saloon drivers in this, and fair play to them. Here's the fastest man on track, chasing the leader. So Hurd having a go. Fairbrother, you kind of think he's having the watching brief at the moment. Still 8 minutes to go. That's not a bad thing to be doing.
Yeah, the last thing that these three need to do, if they start to battle, they will bring in the marauding pack behind them. So, yeah, I think there's a bit of a thing between all three of them where we're saying, let's just get on with it, and I'm sure we'll be fine. So, oh, that looks like rubbing bodywork to me, that. Maybe. Well, it's coming from the middle of the wheel, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And that was that Gar? No, it's Richardson, that car, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the Vera Tools car. Interesting, because that was the exit of Goodwood where they were all running wide, but I think they'll have rubbed that out of the track now with these tyres, so we'll see. Literally, this is blowing my mind watching it, because it's so close. Just one mistake at like 90, 100 mile an hour, and you just take 16 cars with you.
This is what the race fans want to see. You know, they're going to enjoy the touring cars. They're going to see some really terrific support action as well, and more of this. Hats off to everybody at the mini team for putting on this great racing, and obviously everybody out on track at the moment. Roberts, his first senior meeting, doing a good job there. He's in P4 at the minute. Algieri was getting respite last time we saw him. He was having a bit of a breather because Hurd, well, not anymore. the gap was momentary. Here they come up towards the club chicane, and let's see, he's been piling the pressure on again. He did have a breather for about 100 yards or so, but now rides the curbs, and again Gabe Fairbrother just watching how this is going to play out. 6 minutes on the clock remaining as they tick off another lap, and Algieri has done a Jensen Mason here holding on out front.
He has and he hasn't. I honestly think Jensen's pace was just spectacular. Yeah. And I think these lot have got a bit of a handshake going on virtually saying, let's not attack. And as I say that, Algieri, he's now defending, so I think they know there's not many laps left. So here we go then. But they'll all know, all three of them now, Richard, will know who is quick where and where they can probably attack. So the next 3 minutes, we're going to see some big attacks.
I think we will. The places have changed so much. It was Jensen Mason just riding the curves there, goes momentarily chasing Luca Marinoni Osborne. All of these drivers capable of winning Virtue Motors mini races, to be honest, as we ride on board with Henry Foote. It's Cameron Wood that he's chasing in the 43 car. Henry currently 17th, Cameron Wood in 16th. And yeah, you said, Paul, doesn't look like he's got the power he should have.
No, I don't think he has. I'd like to speak to him actually about that, because he's not a lad to moan. Oh, that's a bit close. Keynes is down the inside, and he's going to get the job done. They're all starting to move this puzzle away. They all want to be at the front of their respected groups now, and this is going to start getting tasty. There's cars sideways. Still, you've got the leader hanging on here. He's hanging on. Gabe Fairbrother. Oh, big slide. And this is going to be, it's going to really cut him out of the picture here. We could see a change for the lead. He's got the overlap. Gabe Fairbrother is going to love this. Gabe is going to be down the outside. Does he know he's going to get down the inside and follow him through into P2?
Here we go. Yep, he is going to track him through. So it's Reese Hurd goes through into the lead. Fairbrother into P2. And now Algieri is in P3. But that takes the pressure off of him. He's now the chaser, and that surely is going to be a good move for him. And here comes Fairbrother. Remember, started on pole, tries to make his way round. He tries to attack Reese Hurd, but he's got the chasing former leader, Olivier Algieri, right behind him as well. Here they come again. It's the Welshman in third place giving the attack at the moment. Fairbrother's going to have a go here at Hurd. Shows a slightly tighter line at one stage there, just to let him know, the race leader, that the pole man, remember, he was on pole. He had the pace yesterday in qualifying. He won the race yesterday as well. So are we going to see a second win of the season? He's all over the back of Hurd. This is, again, the three of them, the win could come from any of them, and they've still got 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, gloves are off now. Right, this is it. These three, any of them can win it. They were all being nice to each other, but they're not now, because Algieri in third place is now starting to attack, and that's it. Fairbrother, for me, I think he's the one that wanted this to be a settled, nice race, and he's not got it because Algieri made that mistake, and he's brought everyone back into play in this top three. Here we go then, round the outside. Can he nick P2? No, he gets blocked out. Reese Hurd looks and thinks, please, please, please battle, because I want to get gone and win this race.
And this is an ideal situation for us to watch, because all three of these drivers are race winners in the Formula and this year, so this is very much a current, relevant championship battle going on for the three of them for this race. And it's Reese Hurd who won the final race at Snetterton. It wasn't an ITV round, unfortunately, but did a cracking job of winning that one, and he is there. But Gabe Fairbrother putting the pressure on, does going wide leave a gap? It does, and through. Not a second invitation needed for Algieri to go through back into P2, and Fairbrother's got all the work to do again.
Yeah, but this isn't how it's going to end. It really isn't. And Reese Hurd just wants them to attack each other. And talking about attacking each other, Keynes is round the outside, gets that job done. That's a great move on Purchase.
It was, yeah. I was just having a look. Purchase in fourth place at the moment. Oh, and that's Alfie Garford trying to go down the inside of the Vera Talks car, being chased by James Sherrington. Yeah. Cracking racing again, but here we go, back with the leaders. So Algieri back out front. Algieri back into the, you said it, what's going to happen, but he's got back there. Hurd second. Fairbrother again. Is that a little bit further back?
Hurd in P2. Exhaust bouncing around. Look at the back of that car if you get to see it. Underneath that car of Reese Hurd, who's now trying to get the lead, it's bouncing around. That exhaust is bouncing around because of the curb strikes. Right, this is it. Game on. No holes barred. Who's it going to be? Look at that down the inside. Go on, lad. Round the outside. Hurd will get it, though. Oh, 2 wheels. Have that. No, have some of that back. Where's Gabe Fairbrother to take this lead, Richie?
They both go off the track. They're both going to maybe get track limits for that. But to be fair, that was just recovering from the contact. And Fairbrother is too far back at the moment to make amends. They did get a faster line, didn't they, as they went through the chicane. And Fairbrother must fancy his chances here. He's the one who, I think, out of the 3 of them, has probably stuck to the track at the chicane for the most of the race. And again, has this watching brief, back in 3rd position. 1 minute 36 left on our clock. So probably this lap and one more, unless they stick an early checker out.
Most
going out.
Most of 5-second penalty.
Penalty board,
yeah, that's for a couple of drivers. But they'll have seen, all those drivers, while they were battling, would have seen most of the pit board saying T2, which is time, 2 minutes to go. So they know that this isn't the last lap. They know.
Well, here we go then. So it's all calmed down just a little bit. Is this the calm before the storm?
That exhaust of Reese Hurd's, honestly, I've just pointed on the screen to you, Richie. It's bouncing around as it comes through here.
Is that worthy of getting the meatball flag for the mechanical failure? Because
definitely,
you don't want that going in the crowd.
Absolutely, you don't want it going nowhere. But I don't know if the officials will see that. And there's 48 seconds to go. Look at this, move is on. Has he gone too early, though? Has he gone too early? There's bits of car everywhere, strewn all over the place. Look at this then, 3 wide for the lead.
Here we come then. Gabe Fairbrother sees an opportunity, gets slices round the outside. Does Fairbrother. Algieri still in second. Through the chicane they go. They all make it. They come out again. And this time it's Hurd that's just got his nose in front. Algieri to the outside. Last lap board confirmed. And we've got another lap. Take your pick.
Oh, well, look at that. There's Gabe around the outside. Is it? No, it's Algieri for the lead. He's got it round the outside.
Fairbrother's gone. Fairbrother's gone.
He's gone. So that's it. It's 2 for the win now. Side by side into the complex. This is it. No holds barred. And he knew he had to brake so late. Is he going to run out of road? He is. No, he's got it stopped. Reese Hurd is going to line him up for the last corner. It's going to be round the outside of the chicane. The best 40 seconds of mini challenge is yet to come.
Do you know what? Fairbrother is going to be cursing the clock. He was in the lead as they went across the line onto the last lap, but now it's Algieri there from Reese Hurd, and it is still all to play for. Hurd is working his socks off, trying to close back in. He's getting closer, closer, closer. Here he comes, Paul. It is going to be about that run.
Yeah, he's got to time it right. A little touch there. Look at that. He touched the back of Algieri's car, and now Hurd has got to get this done. Will he switch back? Will he come out the throttle? Will he just go down the back straight and try and get down the inside? Down the inside of Church, flat out. Bang of the wheels. Brilliant stuff. This looks like it's over, but will it be? Because he's going to get back in the tow for the last corner, I reckon. Side draft.
Mini racing at its best. No, motor racing UK style at its very best. It's Algieri on the outside. Here we come. Up into... Oh, he gets the wheel on the dirt. He goes hard on the brakes. The brakes lock up, but he goes into the side of Algieri. Bounces the curbs. Now it's the run to the flag. Algieri's going to get it. Here we come. There's the checker. Algieri will take the win. What a race. Hats off to both those lads. Super racing. Algieri across, the provisional winner from Hurd, with Gabe Fairbrother coming through in 3rd place. Alex Keens gets the best of the bum fight for 4th place from Leo Purchase, and James Sherrington completing the top 6.
I think Gabe Fairbrother missed a gear because he finished 3rd. I think Gabe missed a gear, but what a finish. Did you hear the applause from the crowd?
Amazing, they love that, rightly so.
On the FX, brilliant stuff, mate, well done. I messaged this boy a little bit on Instagram, and we have a little bit of a laugh as it's all still kicking off. We've still got 19th and 20th coming across there. Brilliant stuff.
Algieri then, look at that, delighted with that. There's nothing more, they love the wins, obviously racing on the BARC package on the times that we don't see them. They're racing with the trucks and Caterhams, but really the aim for most of these drivers is to take a win at the BTCC meetings. And to put on the show that they did, absolutely superb. What's creasing you up?
I was laughing at. Did you see Algieri's windscreen wipers? He doesn't know they've gone on, but when he bounced across
it was
chicane, he must have knocked it with his leg. Absolutely brilliant. Everybody loved that. We loved it, and I think the two of them are going to give each other the biggest hug, because that was one of the better finishes I've ever seen. That was really, really cool. So, side by side, Hurd thinks he's got it, but watch what happens. These cars have ABS. Algieri on the right-hand side. He thinks I'll brake later. Algieri then locks up a right front. Watch this. The front right locks because of the grass, and then they both just straighten up, and he just goes hell for leather and thinks, I'm having it large. I don't really have a problem with that, because it was either going to be an accident.
Yeah.
And look, that curb, he was trying to get round.
It didn't do him any favours, did it?
No, it really didn't. But he was trying to get round the corner, and the curb just bounced him off it. So I thought that was great, and I hope they haven't got a problem with each other. I love that.
Absolutely brilliant stuff, wasn't it? And Westbourne, congratulations to the Westbourne team for taking the race win. Or Gabe Fairbrother popped himself into P1 in Parc Ferme. The crowd absolutely loved it. The marshals, of course, as ever, did here today. Wonderful stuff. And we say well done to James Colburn and all of the Westbourne team on getting another win with Olivier Algieri. Superb stuff. We'll catch up with how they finished. Here is the result. Virtue Mini Challenge Trophy at Thruxton, round 9. Olivier Algieri, the winner from Reese Hurd. Reese Hurd gets fastest lap. Gabe Fairbrother was in 3rd from Alex Keynes and Leo Purchase. Then James Sherrington and Harry Smith. Alfie Garford in 8th from Jensen Mason, and Monroe Renard in 10th. 11th goes to Luca Marinoni Osborne from Kieran Roberts. Craig Morgan, CJ Morgan in 13th, so he had a good run through the field. Ronnie Smith ran well too. Josh Welby 15th from Cameron Wood, and then Henry Foote and Charlie Barr 18th from Paul Manning and Simon Sweetland. Louis Fleet was next from Murray Richardson, and very sadly we lost Ashley Gregory very early doors in that race, which was a great pity, but she will be back for the Minis next round for sure. Alex Keynes has extended the lead of the championship by 15 points in that race, so Gabe Fairbrother into P2, Josh Wilby 3rd from Alfie Garford and Leo Purchase. Ashley Gregory still in 6th from Luca Marinoni Osborne and James Sherrington. Reese Hurd now 9th from Olivier Algieri in 10th. Also have the rookie drivers and graduate tables. The rookies headed by Alfie Garford from James Sherrington. Algieri, though, with that result up into 3rd from Henry Foote from Monroe Renard. And then the Graduate Drivers' Championship, Josh Wilby is the leader from Leo Purchase, Ronnie Smith in 3rd, and the top 5 completed by Cameron Wood and Louis Fleet. Superb stuff. And Olivier Algieri, well, he didn't have a great start to the weekend because he walked into the track with me with his dad and his other half, but he's had a great end to the weekend by taking the win, and he'll have an interview with Louise after this break. Please stay with us for that.